I missed you guys already. I'm gonna be super fast as I'm getting to my pickup. I got lazy, I didn't want to drive anywhere, summer's almost over, so now I'm out and about. First thing. Second thing, van is still not fixed. I thought I would get it done, but it's not. I put in a new fuel filter that's really easy to change yourself, and I put in a new rail fuel pressure sensor, and while I was tightening it, it's a super long process to get in there, to get in through what. Anyways, I finally got a socket in there, really hard to get in there. I did get it in there to unscrew it, then when I was screwing it back in, my socket slipped and my sensor broke. So I had to, it wouldn't start with a new one at all because the electronics part on it broke. So what happened was I had to put in my old one in. I put the old one in and I can still start the van with starting fluid, otherwise it will not start. It doesn't have enough pressure in the rail if that's the only problem it has. It seems like it is to me, from my understanding and from what I understand about it. So the dealer doesn't have it. It's a special order item. It's really expensive. Napa can get it for like $300. Also a special order. Takes half a week to get here. O'Reilly could get it here a little sooner. It's still around $200 for some cheesy Chinese one. So I figured, hey, if I'm buying a Chinese one, I'm gonna get a Chinese one for cheap. So I went to Amazon and I ordered one from Amazon for $35. That's a big difference in it. I could order myself a few of those for $35, you know. So $35 it is. Where is this XPO? Somewhere around here there is. There's an XPO. There it is. Okay. And I'm picking up a load from Spokane. Going to Portland. The van takes a long time to start accelerating. Acceleration is super bad. If I'm going up hills, I lose power. It doesn't want to drive very well, but it drives. I mean, it's really economical right now because I do like 65 miles an hour and slow up hills. So that's what I'm dealing with on my end. And I'm at XPO for pickup. Here it is. Gonna go check in real quick because I'm like 3 minutes late. Actually, it's not supposed to say that, but I'm 3 minutes late by the time I got here. And maybe that's gonna be right here, I hope. Maybe not. I guess we'll see. So I'm gonna go check in, check out what's going on here, check out where my stuff is. As of now, it's been 40 minutes. I'm sitting at the XPO. Already 40 minutes. They told me I'll get loaded shortly. They said it's still on the trailer. So, long story short, I'm waiting, but these guys keep walking around looking for stuff. I don't know if they're looking for my stuff, if they're looking for somebody else's stuff. They're looking for something, and you know, if they're looking for stuff and don't know where it is, then I'm not surprised that I have to wait. If they can't find other freight, how do I know they know where my freight is? It's kind of the mentality I have, and I know it's not the most positive one, but in my experience, there's a lot of truth to that. So I guess we'll just keep waiting. I got the van open. I don't even know how big this piece is. Bed's folded up. Maybe I should put it down and take a nap, have them wake me up. I don't know. I guess you guys can write in the comments what you would do. If you would just sleep or sit and keep waiting with your eyes peeled. Some freight out there that's got some damage. I wonder if it's mine or not. They're taking some time. I guess we'll see. So this is what I'm loaded with. They didn't give me paperwork at first, so I had to go run back inside. Then they gave it to me. Now I'm strapping my stuff in. Strap, of course. Anyways, this is the crate. I'm gonna strap it in and get the heck out of here because supposedly I still gotta go direct. I guess we'll see. I have a feeling it's gonna be layover in deliver in the morning, but either way, I know they're gonna be pushing me. I always tell you guys, always strap your load, and I'm not kidding about that. Best way is to put an E-track on the bottom of your floor. Pallets slide nice and easy on them, and then you can easily do this. Sorry, if you guys on a roller coaster like that, and your stuff is strapped. Please learn from me while I'm still here. I just filled up. I am at a decent speed, so what happens is I've kind of researched, well, not researched, but got used to how this van operates right now with it being broke down. And what I need to do on my end to keep it driving at the speeds that I need it to drive at. So basically the trick is, every time I have to start it with the starting fluid, doesn't matter what, because the pressure in the rail system disappears somewhere, so it's not there. After that, I gotta go and not go on any lower speeds than like 65-ish or so. If I do that and maintain that kind of speed, I'm okay. So I left home and got loaded. I sat around for 2 hours running it when I was getting loaded, so I never shut it off. Drove from there to the next rest area, which was like Sprague Lake, and I pulled over, I shut it off, started again with starting fluid, and then it ran actually for the next 2 hours almost, maybe an hour and a half. It ran at its full speed, at its full power, all the way to Tri-Cities, to Pasco. Over there, I grabbed some Panda 8. Obviously, I had to use starting fluid again to get it running. After that, stopped by a gas station, filled up all the way, washed the windows for you, nice and crispy clean. So I did that. Had to use starting fluid again to start it. And from there, I just jumped on the highway, and I'm not slowing down yet. I'm gonna be out of these big hills. This is probably the next biggest one, or the last biggest hill, uphill. Actually, I think there's one more after this, a little further on. Then after that, it's not a big deal. There's no big mountains, big hills, so it's gonna do its thing. It's gonna get me there, no problem. But see, the problem is as soon as it's feeling there's not enough power from it, it automatically jumps into limp mode. Limp mode doesn't allow me to drive more than like 65 miles an hour, barely. It takes me a long time to get to that, and so on and so forth. So if you guys are driving a Sprinter and you're experiencing this kind of a situation, it could be your fuel filter, which I already replaced, that's not the problem, or it's the rail filter, fuel rail filter. So I'm sorry, fuel rail pressure sensor is what it is. The sensor's busted, so it's not keeping the right amount of pressure of fuel in the rail and pumping it into the injectors. So I have it on order, like I said, from Amazon already, but I'm not sure if I want to wait that long. When I get to Portland, I'll see which stores are open late. I'm gonna call around. If there is one in stock, I'm gonna go grab one, because they're like $197 in Portland, and there's no tax. So that's another 20 bucks I'm saving. But I did order one on Amazon for 35. So my trick is, not trick, but my plan is, if they have one, I'll go buy one. If in case I ever stop driving. When I'm driving home, if I stop somewhere because it completely goes out and I won't be able to drive no more, at least I'll have something to throw in there and keep going. Otherwise, if it happens to completely die, then I have nothing. Then I gotta get towed. So, and wait for a few days either way from no matter where to get it shipped. So it's one of those stupid things. But it's part of the adventure, guys. This is the kind of stuff you deal with when you know your vehicle, you know the vehicle you drive. You've driven other ones just like it. I've driven another Sprinter before. I have drivers that drive these kind of vehicles, but I don't learn too much from their mistakes. I just know a few things, what to tell them to try. They usually work. But for the most part, I'm my own thing, and I figure things out on my own. I'm playing with parts. So it comes with experience, with experience of changing parts, seeing what works, what doesn't, so on and so forth. Take it to a dealer, yeah, they're going to replace everything, but it's going to cost you $3 to $5 maybe. No, maybe less, whatever. A couple grand it's going to cost you. That's a lot of money. I'd rather spend $35 at Amazon and get the part and put it in. So that's what I'm dealing with, guys. I got 196 more miles to go. It's still quite a bit of ways. I mean, if I wasn't broke down, I wouldn't think nothing of that mileage, but with the fishy van, doing fishy stuff, this guy is barely driving to Texas. He's got something going on, or he's scared of the wind, but he's a little shorty. He's not even as tall as me. He doesn't have the high roof as a Sprinter does. And he's not as long as I am. I'm a big parachute when it comes to this wind. So when it grabs you, it's gonna pull you. You better be prepared to push back. away from delivery here. And believe it or not, this contact is waiting for me. They really are waiting.
Right at the traffic light.
So, waiting is good. That means I don't have to. Well, good, but not, I don't know, good. Which way it's good. This is like out there at the airport, almost. I don't know where this company is. Kind of weird.
Arriving at
I'll be looking.
8440.
So when I got here, this guy was asking me how many pieces I brought him because they were expecting 2. I told them I only have 1. So they took the 1, but then they wanted to check inside. I said, hey, if you want to check inside, then write it on my paperwork. And, you know, if you're missing something, then it's on the paperwork. So long story short, he did go do it. I don't know what these guys do. It's called Yoshida Foods. And I saw a bunch of Izzy boxes in there. Maybe they make the drinks Izzy. And then I saw they were making some kind of like sauces, something signed for sauces. Their factory is already shut down. I guess they're doing some kind of repairs on it probably. But for the night, it's not a 24-hour factory. So they package things here and do everything and actually manufacture and probably pour the drinks if they're made here. I don't know. Maybe sometime I'll do some research. But long story short, they got delivered. They said yes, everything was in the 1 box, so they're happy. The only person that's not really happy tonight is me. I'm tired of this van performing the way it is. I'm just sick of it. And basically I'm not coming home tonight still. What I'm doing is I'm staying overnight and see if there's something maybe local or something towards home tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be Tuesday, so it's an okay day for that. Usually Thursday and Friday is the best for that. But if there's something local, then I want to get it because I do have some maintenance I need to do on the van. I gotta replace some tires. I gotta replace the brake pads. I do have brake pads, but I need to order a good set of tires. So long story short, I did find this sensor in an O'Reilly 15 minutes away. I'm actually headed in there now. I'm going to purchase it tonight, install it tomorrow morning, and see how it does. And hopefully, you know, I'll be on track with this thing running and actually, you know, not doing what it's doing. So that's my thing. You guys have a great night. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate everything. If you guys want to join the Eagle Express team, I'm going to leave the email address in the description. So if you'd like to come and be a driver, owner, operator, and work with us, welcome. We'll send you the packet. Thank you very much for watching. God bless. You guys take care. Catch you on the next one.